Okay, first we're going to make a head cheese mac and cheese. We have some macaroni noodles here, putting into a cast iron pan. And we're going to add a little bechamel sauce. This is just a white kind of milky cheese sauce. Just going to kind of coat the noodles up. Then we have a mix of the two kinds of head cheese. We have the spicy and the regular. So we're just going to kind of stud the macaroni and cheese with little cubes of the head cheese. It's pretty good. Have some white cheddar cheese coming over and top it with some white cheddar cheese. And we got a little Ritz cracker crumbs. And that then will go into our oven at 350 degrees for about 15-20 minutes, just till it's baked bubbly and nice and golden brown, and serve it right in the cast iron pan. So what we've done here is we've taken a nice thick piece of the mild head cheese and double coated it. We dredged it in flour and then do an egg wash and into breadcrumbs twice. So this will give it a nice seal. You want to really make sure it's got a nice seal to it, because we're going to drop this in the deep fryer and fry this for about a minute or so to just really warm it up, get a nice crispy outside, and then we're going to serve this on top of grits. Okay, so in the fryer here, you can see it's getting nice and golden brown. It's got about maybe 30 more seconds. We have two sauces we're going to serve with the grits and head cheese. The first one we're going to take is put down a Creole sauce. It's kind of a spicy tomato sauce. Just gives a nice acid tone to the dish. Just take one of the pieces. You can feel it's very soft, but yet it hasn't leaked out. Nice and warm. And then we have a sausage type gravy. Just going to kind of garnish that over the top. This one's got a little spice to it as well. It's a very rich dish, but on these soon-to-be cold nights in the wintertime, be a perfect dish for that. And garnish with a little bit of chive on there. Maybe a little fresh scallion. For a little added crunch, we just had some fried turnip pieces just to bring it all together. So we have fried head cheese, cracker fried head cheese on grits with Creole sauce and tasso gravy. Okay, so we're going to make a real simple stuffing to go with some oysters we have here. So some just nicely fresh shucked oysters. Just some little French bread ends from whatever bread you're cutting up throughout the day. Chop it in small pieces. I like using the fresh versus like dried breadcrumbs or something like that, because they doesn't absorb as much moisture and keeps it a lot more. Just the bread stays more as bread. So we have that in our bowl. We have little bits of the head cheese going in. So nice the cubes. Got a little bit of the mild and spicy, and mild and hot. And we have a little parsley here. Adds a little color, adds a little freshness to the filling. You just start kind of mixing. We're gonna add a little cheese to this. Just pause for 1 second. Okay, as you're mixing it in the bowl, I'm gonna add a little bit of garlic. This is chopped garlic, just in oil, fresh chopped garlic and oil. Mix that in. A little white cheddar cheese. At this point, just kind of mash it down a little bit. Kind of really mix it up. And we just take little tablespoons of the mix. and just kind of pack it right on top of the oyster. The same mixture could go right on top of a mushroom cap and make a stuffed mushroom. This is where the flavor of the head cheese really comes out and kind of blends in really well with the brininess of the oyster to create a real elegant sort of Rockefeller type dish. And then we're just going to top off each one with a bit more of the cheese. And we're going to put those in the oven for about 10 minutes. The oysters, pulling them from the oven. They're nice and hot and bubbly. Again, the head cheese melts, but it doesn't disappear. Kind of sinks in and soaks in with the oyster, kind of marries with the oyster. And very simply, we have just a nice little garnish here. Shells are a little warm. Just serve these around. You can certainly do these on a char griller or on just even a charcoal grill. And for this, head cheese stuffed oysters. Okay, we have here, we're going to make a flatbread with, we have just a flatbread dough that we're going to bake in the oven kind of pizza style, and then take that and finish it off at the end with a nice piece of the spicy head cheese. So we'll start off with, again, a bechamel type sauce, a white cheesy sauce made with milk. Just kind of spread that on the bottom of the bread. Pop off a little white cheddar cheese. We have a little bits of bacon. Adds a little smoky element to it. Just kind of gives it a little different twist to combining that with the head cheese flavor itself. Just kind of scatter them down. And at this point, we're going to put it in the oven to get it hot. It takes about 10 minutes. Come out nice and bubbly and golden. And we're going to take and put the head cheese, we're going to cut it into cubes and kind of lay it on top when it comes out of the oven to kind of warm it up. Slide that down onto a nice serving platter here, a wood serving platter. And then what we have is the spicy head cheese here. So when it comes out while it's still hot, you want to cut these pieces. And again, same as the bacon, just kind of randomly put them. The warmth of the bread and the cheese will warm up the head cheese a bit. Kind of start making it melt a little. Put some jalapeno slices for a little spice. Kind of finish with a little peppery arugula. For a finishing touch, a little black pepper across the top. Then we take and can cut these into pieces. Very shareable, delicious appetizer, or even a meal. With a little salad on the side, nice glass of beer, a little wine, be perfect. Next, we're going to start out. We're going to do a cold sandwich, sort of a Asian-style sandwich, a banh mi. So this is French bread. Cut it open. Just leave a little bit of a hinge on it. Okay, so we have the French bread. Dollop some mayonnaise on there. This is a Cajun-style mayonnaise. Got a little spice to it. Finish it with some lettuce, shredded lettuce. So a few tomato slices. Then we have a piece of our head cheese here. I'm gonna slice 2 nice slices. This is the mild. Okay, then to finish the sandwich, we have some sliced cucumbers, Slices of jalapeno. A little more of the mayonnaise on top. So we kind of cut to serve. I think we got these these potatoes that are nice and warm. We got some baked potatoes and some sweet potatoes. We could just split them open and just kind of let it kind of melt in there. You know, simply just when they come out of the oven, they're nice and hot. You take them and pierce them open like you normally do. Kind of push them up a little bit. Sweet potato as well. Just gonna open it up. And since the head cheese melts, this one here, I think the spicy would be better. Since the head cheese melts, and the heat, it'll kind of the potatoes absorb all the flavors. Chive on top of each one. Maybe a little grind of black pepper. Kind of the same way you'd be putting maybe a lump of butter into your mashed potato or sweet potato. And I think the savory flavor on a sweet potato is really nice. Okay, next you normally have your traditional sausage biscuits and gravy with a sausage gravy. So what we made is we made a gravy with the head cheese, kind of let that all melt into the traditional kind of sausage gravy. It flavors it really nice. And so we have nice warm buttermilk biscuits. Cut those in half. Put the base down. So the base down, and then you have just the warm gravy going over the top of the biscuit. Head cheese gives a really nice flavor. Kind of adds a little moisture to the gravy. And again, we have the mild. Lay two nice slices on that. Maybe a little more of the gravy just to kind of top it off a little. This would be a great breakfast dish, dinner as well. Top off with the tops. We have some, again, just a little salad mix to kind of go down the middle. So we have a nice sunny side up egg to garnish right on top in the middle. Finished off maybe with a few onion strings to kind of give it another little element of sweetness and crunch. And this little fresh cracked pepper right over the egg. Not your ordinary sausage biscuits and gravy.